Hey skiers, it's Bob with SkiEssentials.com. Welcome to our 2026 ski test. Got a new one for you today. This is the Volkl Mantra 88W. Volkl's done something interesting by giving all of their Mantra skis the same name. No more secrets. Those were always unisex skis anyway, so Volkl never kind of mixed up the construction, providing the same performance in a secret 88 as a Mantra 88 or Kendo or whatever you want to call it. Basically, they are making their line more cohesive in name and construction. What you'll get in this Mantra 88W is a different graphic and shorter length availabilities. But from a construction and shaping perspective, it's still the same as a new Mantra 88 on the men's side. So high performance ski, pretty rugged, pretty burly, great for advanced and expert skiers who spend a lot of their time on groomed terrain but want the extra width for any type of off-trail adventure. Because these skis are so precise, makes it a little bit harder to get, fun, playful performance through the trees, through the bumps. It really excels more in an on-trail and carving format, but doesn't kind of exclude anyone from being a more adventurous or a more playful skier. You just kind of have to have a different skill set and be willing to put in a little bit more work in order for it to be a more fun bump or a tree ski or go through powder, crud, or chop or anything like that. But Volkl does a few things to make it a little bit more engaging, and I think that it's all for the betterment of the skier. But at its very base, it's an extremely precise and powerful ski for sure. Basically boils down to the construction. Volkl uses a blend of poplar and beech in the wood core. They use a tailored Titanal frame, so frames in the tips and tails, metal underfoot, and then one full sheet of metal below the core. They also use their tailored carbon tips, so it's a carbon inlay that delivers better kind of torsional engagement of the tip of the ski without adding weight. So it's a lighter swing weight, but still extremely engaging, very rewarding and precise in that regard. But a lot goes on in this thing, especially them doubling up on the beech, which is on the sides, and that matches with where the metal goes in the frame. So when you're layering metal, beech, metal on top of one another along the edges, you're getting the resulting performance in firm snow and really incredible edge grip. The center spine is more poplar oriented, so a lighter, more flexible wood, and that's where you're getting just a little bit more subtlety in absorbing vibrations, making the ski more mobile, a little bit more floaty. So emphasis on edge control and then a little bit more playful in the center spine. So a real unique and interesting way they go about it. This ski is a 163. We're going to see it on the scale here at 1,650 grams. So light enough to be mobile, but given the construction, it is hefty enough to bust through crud and chop and stand up to some pretty aggressive skiing. One of the other interesting things Volkl does is combines that sturdy build with a flatter profile. So the camber of a ski kind of loads it up with energy. This thing doesn't really have it. It's a pretty flat overall profile, nice and flat, not a lot of splay in the tips and the tails, just flat throughout. Combine that with a sturdy construction, and now all of a sudden you've got something a little bit more unique. This allows the skier to vary edge angle, turn shape, and style with greater ease. Volkl uses a 3D turn radius here, so a longer turn shape in the tips and tails, and then a shorter one underfoot. So if you want to stay more central and make more slalom and short swing turns, you can do that. If you want to run a flatter edge angle and take the ski at higher speeds and longer turns, no issues with stability there. If the ski doesn't have this feature and it has more camber, it's going to kind of push against you and bounce a little bit if you're trying to go faster, but not carving to its full capability. So a lot of skis will want to hook into a turn more. If it's flatter, it's going to stay more composed. So Volkl has a really nice and interesting blend of mixing the construction with the flatter overall profile. Not a lot of skis out there follow this type of mentality here. We do have some good feedback from our test here. Mark Kuhnel skied this ski in the 170. She says, it's no secret, this is a mantra, and it does exactly what you'd think. Stiff, strong, stable, and requires a fair bit of skier input in order to get the most out of it. Felt great blasting through variable snow. No worries in the stability department. Also holds an edge on firm snow. This is a great all-mountain option for strong skiers. I do think that the strong skier aspect is a good one to point out here. And it's not like someone who's a progressing skier who's moving into an advanced category would be overpowered by a Mantra 88W. It's more that an expert or advanced skier, someone with a skill set and with kind of more of an aggressive mentality, they're going to get more out of it. They're going to be closer to the high end of the ski and just have a better overall experience. Again, because of the flat shape to it, it's not like it's overly demanding. It's not really just, overpowering skiers in turns. You will get an interesting blend of stability and power if you're not pushing it that hard. But if you are aggressive, if you are an expert skier, you will really, really be able to harness the full power of this thing. So make sure you check out this all-new Volkl Mantra 88W here at SkiEssentials.com, and we will see you out there on the hill. Bye.